To you, we welcome you to Ben Rios Memorial Field. You're watching ProView Sports Network. It's Albuquerque Soul. They're going to take on their arch rival, FC Tucson. Hello, everyone. I'm Adam Deal along with Sebastian Noel. ProView Sports Network live coverage and streaming live on the Albuquerque Soul YouTube page. And Sebastian, some bragging rights on the line. These two teams have played 3 times already in the season. They split and then tied, and so this one will settle things between these two rivals. Also, the Colorado Rapids, they lead the under-23 team this division with 24 points. Tucson FC is in second with 17 points, and the Soul right behind them, 15 points. Switchbacks, they're 12 points. Ogden from Utah, new to the league this year, 9 points. So everything really tight.
It seems the Soul has really found their form when the opposition has been at its highest, and that's being against Tucson and against Colorado. They've left some points on the field. I think some draws that maybe should have been 3 points, especially the last homestand here. But the team is routed into form, especially Luke Lawrence and Noe Mesa. Lawrence is on the PDL's Team of the Week, which I don't think people realize just how impressive that is with over 70 teams in the PDL to have a guy on the Team of the Week.
Yeah, Luke Lawrence, absolutely fantastic. Put up a hat trick against the Colorado Rapids under-23 team. It was their first loss, the Rapids, in league play. So it was a big win at 4-3.
It should have easily been a sweep at home. If you recall the dying moments of the matchup that was here at St. Pius, there was a ball was given away right at midfield where basically a defender just crawled up a Soul player's back. There was not a foul called, the breakaway ensued, and that was that. They should have getting away with 6 points against the Rapids at that point. That would have been huge. Playoffs are still on the periphery, Adam, but you just have to keep winning and hope that you get a lot of help.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup now for the Albuquerque Soul, Sebastian, as the goalkeeper, Casey Gasson. Defensive lineup, it's James Abani, Alex Touche, and Edgar Thomas and this back line at times haven't been as cohesive as they need to be.
Well, I think that the departure of Dylanino, the lineups has changed. That's been a problem. But since Gasson has been in goal, he's looked pretty good. They've played some really good opposition, and when the defense was up to par, Gasson was up to par as well. I think he's done well taking over there.
The midfield, it's Jason Velasquez, Pat Pacheco, Isaiah Madrid, Quinn Fowler, and Noe Mesa. And of course, the fantastic Luke Lawrence will be the lone forward up high.
Well, and Noe Mesa has been fantastic in his last couple of matches. He's really just delivered some great balls right to Luke Lawrence. So that'll be something to see if that form can continue.
How good is Quinn Falling? A couple of weeks ago, he was the PDL Team of the Week as well with the big week that he had. He has been monstrous.
Yeah, there you take a look at it, and there's going to be parts of the season that leave Justin Sells scratching his head, but other parts that have to have him feeling really encouraged. And the form against the league's better teams, that has to be something he's going to be encouraged about.
We'll get the starting lineup for FC Tucson in just a moment. We'll pause for the national anthem.
Isabella Martinez.
Broad stripes and
We're ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look at the lineup now for FC Tucson, Sebastian. And they got a couple of dangerous players, undoubtedly, and some guys that gave the Soul some troubles last time. Angel Heredia in the midfield, absolutely fantastic. Dalton Pando up top. They got a lot of creativity, a lot of guys that can make things happen.
The names and faces have changed, but it seems like FC Tucson has always been really strong in the middle. That's where they tend to build from. That's given Albuquerque some problems in years past.
And Herman, by the way, will start on the bench. He was amazing in the game that we saw here in the Duke City. That was played at UNM Soccer Complex, at UNM Soccer Field. And so we'll see when he comes in, or if he comes in for FC Tucson. Your Albuquerque Soul, they're going to be in black, trimmed up in white, and FC Tucson in all white and black numerals, and we're ready to go here. Glad you could join us on this evening here on Pro V Sports Network. Again, Adam dealing with Sebastian Noel, and we're ready to go. 3 points up for grabs.
Tush brothers actually have also been in very good form the last couple of weeks, Adam. So really all the pieces are clicking. You almost hope, if you're Justin Sells, that you do get all the help you need to make it into the playoffs, because the team seems to be rounding into form.
Way different pitch here at Ben Rios Memorial St. Pius High School. If you're familiar with it, the grass very lush but very thick. It's not really a dribbler's dream, as it'll die off a little bit. And usually they get it a good sprinkle, but I didn't see that earlier.
That didn't happen today, Adam. You're right. They usually
try to speed up the play of it. Yeah. So it'll die off. So lazy passes to the back could be intercepted. A lot of it will die off. The play will be a little bit slower here as opposed to UNM Soccer Field. It's a lot faster, thinner grass of a pitch.
You see forwards really able to chase down balls. There's the corner flags a lot here at St. Pius. So if you want to take a chance and get one over the top, that's something that could happen here that maybe it doesn't happen at UNM.
Ready to go. We'll play 2 45-minute halves, and if a draw by the end of this one, it'll be a point each. Still 3 points for the win, and that'll be so big for Albuquerque Soul, since they're 2 points behind FC Tucson right now.
And second place in the conference is still conceivable at this point, so that's a lot to play for.
Right to left, FC Tucson. They'll kick it off. Very slim hope for a playoff spot for this Albuquerque Soul team. They've got to win out, Sebastian, and they have to have a lot go in their favor, but you never know as we are underway here from Ben Rios. It'll be interesting to see who can gain possession first. Look at this flick-on header. Turan, they call him Nacho, a nice ball to the outside, and it can't be saved. It'll be a throw-in for the Albuquerque Soul.
Albuquerque hasn't always gotten off to the fastest starts here at St. Pius. So that'll be something that Coach Sells will want to change here.
Nacho jumps back on top of it. Goes up high for Oki. A little step over on the outside and cut back. It'll quickly be a corner for FC Tucson.
Mikowski gives up the first corner there. These later starts this season, really the goalkeepers have to be the biggest fans of the 7:30 starts, because they don't deal with that sun in their eye.
Well, this will be an in-swinger on the left foot for Angel Heredia, and he's going to go back post with it. There's a couple of players sent across and over, and a real chance as Nacho didn't get underneath it. And the Soul dodge one early. You mentioned tough starts here.
And very poor marking there, as no one was on that far post. Gaston was committed over there, and really that header has to be slotted home. You have to be frustrated there if you're a Tucson fan. It should very easily be 1-0.
Oki's pushing high, and so is FC Tucson. The Soul trying to possess out of it, but it's going to have to be booted high. That's what Luke Lawrence is so good at, checking forward, and he can hold
his center back and keep possession up high. Here he gives it away, though.
And this is really what teams have done all season against the Sol. They've pressured them really high. They've taken the ball away, and that's been effective usually for about the first 15 to 20 minutes until guys like Madrid and Noé Mesa start to get connected a little bit, which hasn't happened in the first 15 to 20 minutes. So that's been an interesting trend every game that most teams have pressed high.
Edgar Davila, he's been the center back consistently for this team, Sebastian, but no Dylan Nino now.
Professionally in Zimbabwe now, his first pro contract. For
Here's
the
a steal, and Madrid's going to run out with it. Madrid tries to go through. It's offsides. And it's taken away, and it's booted forward offsides with Oki as Tush will head it back to Madrid in the midfield. He's the heart of that midfield, Madrid is, and a lot of room on the outside to work with.
Madrid had a fantastic series against Colorado.
Davila goes high, and here comes Luke Lawrence. Can he win the race? And they're going to call him on this one, Sebastian. What do you think? As James McGee went down a little easy.
Yeah, just the slightest of contact there with Luke Lawrence. McGee's favorite player, clearly Neymar.
Well, he's catching a lot, isn't he? Early here in the 4th minute, sent high. Meza to the outside, falling to Madrid. Can he switch? Look at this ball. That's a gorgeous ball to the near side, but it couldn't be brought down. And then it's won by Lawrence. He fights for everything, doesn't he? Give it away. It's actually Velasquez.
That's something nice building there, Adam, before Velasquez gave it away.
Here's some room for Oki on the outside. He'll keep it. That's Nacho. Nacho on the right foot. A little cut. Nacho on the left foot. Takes a deflection, and no problems for Tucson.
That last build-up of play, again, it started with Noé Mesa.
Mesa sitting in that midfield with Isaiah Madrid. I was going to say, for a moment, I thought that Velasquez maybe got away with one there, but he did not.
It was Mesa and Lucero that looked really connected in that series against the Rapids. That was a nice little combo.
On the outside, here's the outside back. Mikowski.
Lucero's on the sub sheet today. It was when him, Mesa, and Madrid started to get together, and they just controlled the ball at the midfield. And they sent some beautiful crosses. They built up beautifully and sent some beautiful crosses into Luke.
It's a good touch by falling on the outside. It's turned over. Quickly, a lot of room for Heredia. Heredia still on the right foot. Cutting it, it's Oki on the right foot, takes it away. Dalton Pando back to Oki. Here's Heredia, he wants one left-footed, and Gasson gives it up, saves the deflection, second time, and it's through. And so Oki puts it in. Adala Oki getting the start today over Herman, and it pays off, Sebastian, and it's 1-0 just like that.
It was trouble when the first one fell in front of Gasson. No one there to relieve the pressure, clear it out. Once that was a punch, he'll take another look here. Once the first one was just straight back, really no chance, and then the third effort. Gasson did a nice job a second time, but the third time, there's just no way you can deflect it in front of you twice and hope they're going to miss each time.
So a quick start in the 6th minute. It's Adala Oki. Here's Velasquez and going to go forward. Messi's got some speed and it's cleared away. Out of danger, it was Henry Lander that came running forward, the center back. It'll be a throw in the near side. In the box, Luke Lawrence had it taken away. Again, it's Lander who clears it out of danger. Throw in is to Lawrence, takes it off his chest, back out to Velasquez. Here's Urbani. Nice turn by Nacho in the midfield, cut away on the right foot, so skilled, so patient. Switch it to the far side, and there's a lot of room. Defensively, here comes Mikowski. That'll take a deflection, and Mikowski on it. Is that going to be a handball? It is, and it's outside of the box, I believe, but in a great spot here for FC Tucson.
Mikowski a little upset because the flag didn't come up till the very end there once Tucson started asking for it. It's a good spot here.
Well, here we go. It'll be Heredia standing over it on the left foot. He's going to swing it in. Angel Heredia makes sure they're ready. Wants to restart. Now going to set it in low swinging, and it's going to be cleared off. All the way to the near side, Oki. Look at this, a little dance. Back out to Valenzuela. Nacho, can he chase it down and keep it? No.
Sol were really content. They were going to make sure they weren't going to get beat at the far post again.
So Mikowski will toss it in, and there's an easy call. Some of these games in the Western Conference have gotten a bit chippy, Sebastian, between all of these sides who have developed a nice rivalry. Gasson will send one high. Lawrence wins the head, but it's easily controlled on the outside by Carranza.
Well, if you remember, I believe it was these two teams very early in this rivalry that right before a half, I remember Yuri Domiciano got just taken out viciously. And we all thought, oh, he's not coming back for sure. He's right back up for the second half, but these two teams always get after it pretty well.
Tough touch by Velasquez. Madrid wins it back, though. Here's some room for Mesa. Falling's on the outside. He's got a lot of pace. Cuts it back, Falling does. Falling a little cut on the left foot, and it's Luke Lawrence, and he's going to put in the equalizer. He is on fire, and there's the man, Luke Lawrence. How about Falling?
There.
Luke Lawrence equalizes in the 11th minute.
From number 9, Luke Lawrence.
And I don't think anybody's been hotter, maybe in the nation, in PDL than Luke Lawrence. Here's Oki, he's offsides. Now Quinn Falling had an assist and a goal the last time these two teams played in Albuquerque and UNM Soccer Stadium. It's a gorgeous play in all your look.
On the end of it.
A.J. Valenzuela could have just tapped that in. He just missed it.
What's been so impressive about Mesa and his buildup is the pace at which he's been playing. He's able to get into the attacking half most of the time just because he's faster than his opponent.
This dies off as Madrid backs it out now to Touche. Falling. So good. Mesa to the outside, and foul's going to be called to the jersey. Heavy tug as Mikowski on a turn. Big answer by the Soul early here. Goal in the 6th minute by Oki, and then it's Luke Lawrence in the 11th. Carranza gives it away. Here's Touche. He'll switch it. Can Velasquez get on the end of this? He will. A little step over. Velasquez backs it out. Urbani was trying to get around him. There wasn't a lot of room, though, for him to get around him.
Yeah, it would have been a tough overlap for Urbani to make there. And they weren't really on the same page for that one.
It's fought off nicely and kept in the midfield by Valenzuela. Falling. Just slipped.
I've never actually seen this Golden Rattler trophy, Adam. Have you seen it in person?
No, but it's up for grabs today.
I've only seen it on Twitter. I don't know if it's a real thing.
It is up for grabs today, the Golden Rattler, who FC Tucson have always won. Falling, can he switch it all the way? Look at this ball. Velasquez does bring it down on the right foot, cuts inside. And here's Pat Pacheco in more of a defensive mid-roll as Urbani's going to swing one in. High to Luke Lawrence. He got his head on it.
Urbani ran into that same space that he wanted to run into last time, and this time they got it to him. Take a look here. He too has been impressive as of late. Again, we mentioned pretty much everyone into form late in the season.
Well, Lawrence has been trouble early here. This one sent over everyone's head. Gaussan's got to be on his mark. He is. Does he want to keep it real quick to Davila? And he says, nope, everyone up. Here in the 15th minute, and it's 1-1. Mesa couldn't pull it down, but a fortuitous bounce. Urbani going high again to Lawrence. It'll be a throw-in for the Soul. Velasquez. Here's Lawrence again, brings it down. It was off his hand. Sent high. Davila backtracking, wins the first head. Second ball, though, is trouble. It's a great tackle, wasn't it, by Pat Pacheco? And he can counter if he wants. He sends it wide. Here's Luke Lawrence. Does he want to go one-on-one? Tries to cut back, and it's deflected out by James McGee for a throw-in.
Pacheco's been kind of the leading voice. When I talked to him a couple of weeks ago when the team was still struggling, he's been the leading voice of, hey, we all have to be interested in defending, not just a few of us. And his comments have come to fruition on the pitch. And he's been the leader of that.
This time it's tackled away nicely by Scarpula. Ryan Scarpula, that outside back. It's the first time we've called his name. Had to win that, or Falling probably going to deliver another one. Mesa to Falling. Fakes the cut. Now keeps possession. Mikowski right in the middle. There's a ton of room for Pacheco. On the left foot, takes it. Didn't get all of it. But Garnani had to be true, and he was. Davila wins the first head. Touche will chase it down on the loose ball. Kind of lazily gave it away, but fortunately it's a throw-in for the Soul.
I wouldn't be surprised at all just closing on Pacheco if when his playing days are over, to see him patrolling the technical area in some capacity, whether that be at the high school, collegiate, pro, semi-pro level.
Madrid gave heavy chase, but it doesn't pay off. Here's some room the other way. And all the way on the outside, it's Carranza. The outside back pushes high. Carranza step over, trying to go on the left footer. Bonnie was true defensively, and he'll clear it away up high for Lawrence. Tries to hold it down, Lawrence, and he can't. Now it's controlled nicely as Lander will swing it wide. Look at this ball. Sent in. It's dangerous. Backtrack Nacho. Oki near the PK spot. He's going to have one on the right foot, and it's deflected out. It was dangerous.
Corner kick, Tucson.
Give the corner, but Davila could have made a lot more out of that mess. Luckily, he got bailed out a little bit. He'll have to defend the corner.
This is swung in. Gets all the way through somehow. Chipped up. Garcon came out. It was headed away in the end by Touche, and it's kept in play. That's Pando, and he sends it all the way back post, and it wasn't controlled well. And Mikowski clears it away for good, and the Soul will push high. This was a tough back pass, wasn't it? And it's just cleared by Granani, keeper to keeper.
Mesa was there to at least make it a difficult task.
Madrid goes high. Mesa checks back and had it poked away from him. Here comes FC Tucson. A through ball to Oki, top of the box. Garcon was true. He came out at a slide tackle, able to win it. But Oki's been able to get in behind that defense a couple of times, Sebastian.
The Suns had to make a tough decision a few times already today.
A high throw in. Heredia on the turn and left foot. Urbani's going to win it. It's a good header there in the midfield from McKee. Takes it away from Luke Lawrence. Tough touch from Mesa, and it's pushed forward. Watch out. Here comes Valenzuela, and he gives it away. A little bit sloppy on both sides now as Davila gives one right back. Here's Heredia. Valenzuela back to Heredia. He's got a lethal left foot. Look out, he switches it. There's some room out there. Salazar couldn't get on the end of it, though.
And that's usually a ball you can get to here at St. Pius, but that one was just a little too far. They really have been trying to play it to the sides a little more. Nacho hasn't really been involved the middle as much anymore.
Falling, good control, and he turns on the outside. Did he keep it in play? No. He was appealing for a foul. He's not going to get it. As Heredia will toss it in.
There hasn't really been a lot of physicality between these two teams that we expected.
Well, Mikowski, as you say it, goes in hard. He's going to be called in another advantageous spot here for FC Tucson. Into the 22nd minute, unofficially 1-1. Adiala Oki in the 6th minute. And the answer by Luke Lawrence in the 11th minute. Look at this ball, dangerous, and it's headed. Touche gets on the end of it. Falling, able to get a deflection, flicks it forward. Does he keep it in play? No. Well, Quinn Falling has been dangerous whenever the ball's at his feet. Here's Heredia to the outside. Carranza's got all day. The left-footed fullback. Nacho wants to go through, and he's got room. Urbani wins the first head. Garcon will see it through and hold on to it. Still very dangerous. A lot of bodies in behind there.
It's a good idea there for Nacho. He saw a one-on-one matchup that he liked.
Valenzuela actually was wide open in the midfield. Here's Velasquez. Keep it, Pacheco. Got rid of it in a hurry. That's going to be onside, they're going to say. So Salazar with a couple of moves. Salazar had it poked away. No, it was last touched by Salazar to be a goal kick. I'll tell you what, Mikowski's got his hands full on the outside, doesn't he?
And they're really trying to play through on the outside, so that always makes it more challenging as when a high volume of the attack goes to the flanks.
Garcon sends it high. That's a good win in the midfield by Mesa. Madrid's got the overlap, and he's got a ton of skill. Madrid's going to send it high. Here's Luke Lawrence now. It's poked away. Falling, does he want to have one to the right foot? And it's 2-0. Quinn Falling. How about that strike?
And that was a shot at him. You wondered if he was going to go to the post and try to cross one. There wasn't really anybody there. And he just has a rip back of the net.
Well, how about that? Quinn Falling, the last time they played here at home, had an assist and a goal, and already in the first half an assist, and you're not going to see much better than that. How about that curl on the outside post? And Quinn Falling puts the Albuquerque Soul on top for the first time tonight.
The beauty, so much pace, nothing the keeper could do about that.
What a goal, what a start for Falling. And he'll win himself a throw-in as well on the outside. I'll tell you, with each week, Sebastian Falling's stock has to be rising, how he's playing.
And again, that build-up play started with Mesa.
Falling's going to switch it all the way on the outside. Velasquez has to chase, and it's grabbed last second by Granati. Look at this win by Madrid, and he's going to go at it hard. Here comes Isaiah Madrid. A little shake. Isaiah! A rip, but it's handled. Granati was true. Madrid put that right at him, but it was a lace.
Unlucky in the end that it was right at the keeper, but that's what you see when you saw that. That's what Isaiah Madrid does best. No one outworks him on the pitch, Adam. So he sees a lazy ball. He knows his home field. He knows he can get to that. You have to love a player that just is not going to get outworked.
Also, fans, we still have jerseys in all sizes, and the 2018 regular scarf still.
Madrid from here, Albuquerque, New Mexico, went to El Dorado High School, won state championships there, and in club. Bounced around a little bit. Started his college career at Florida Gulf Coast. Ended up making a nice home at Valparaiso. '27th minute, and a good answer by the Soul. They lead it 2-1 after trailing in the 6th minute. Well, you can see the Soul just trying to play on the ground, on their feet. You could see Mikowski a little shaken over there as his free kick was given away. Quick throw in. That was deflected by Valenzuela. Oki can't handle it, though. And it's all the way out to Urbani here on the near side, who will try to combine with Velasquez.
Mikowski just waited too long to get that over to Madrid and telegraphed that. It's an easy takeaway right at midfield.
Plenty of room in the midfield. Mesa on the outside falling. Mikowski gets around the outside backer to the attack now. Try to get it to Falling. Does it stay in play? It's deflected out. Now here's Mikowski again. Try to get it to Mesa. Starting to piece together, though, for the Soul a little bit here midway through the first half. A lot of room for Isaiah Madrid. Now Lawrence does so well to keep it. Lawrence went through his leg on the touch, and that's out. It'll be an FC throw-in. It was deflected off Lawrence in the 50-50 battle.
It's a cheeky little pass to him from Velasquez as well.
Oki goes down. Urbany and Isaiah Madrid were there aggressively.
Everything Madrid does on the pitch is full speed.
Well, Salazar is just getting a little touch from Carranza. Valenzuela back out for it all the way, and he'll send one high, and Gasson all over it. And he'll try to start one quick on the near side, and that's going to be tough for Madrid to bring in. He can't.
Curious, Adam, the first 10 minutes, Nacho really facilitated the entire flow of the play for Tucson, and they've really gone away from that and gone almost exclusively to the flanks. And when Nacho was facilitating, they looked a lot more connected and they kept more possession, didn't they?
They did. Since then, not so much. It's well done from the center back. McGee, Madrid, a little flick forward. Mesa wants to go the other way now. There's plenty of room to switch it. And Madrid will keep it all the way back to Gasson, who can switch it now. Getting wide is Touche. Mikowski's pushed high. Here he is on the outside. Touche from Albuquerque Academy. Here's Falling. Again, good job by Mesa. Here's Pacheco. A little stutter for Pacheco on the outside and tries to put one top of the 18. Does. Here's Mesa back out, Falling on the right foot. A good piece of possession again for the Soul. Urbany. High to Luke Lawrence. Lawrence, a little cutback. Lawrence goes down. He's appealing, and the official says no, no, no. And here's the quick counter the other way. Gasson's going to have to come out, Sebastian, and he does just that. As he gets rid of it, it'll be a throw-in.
Beautiful build-up and beautiful possession play there.
This is back post. Watch out for Oki, and it's finally deflected out. It'll be a goal kick. It's off Oki.
You have a sense that, sorry Adam, that Tucson really thinks they can catch the Soul unorganized and unprepared on a quick restart, because they've tried that a few times.
This has a feeling of a game that's a little bit more open play, and a lot of opportunities on each side. Luke Lawrence on the second ball. Good job by Velasquez to body up on Carranza. And he's still down in play right now. Excuse me, it was actually Angel Heredia, and Heredia's appealing that he was headed from behind by Velasquez. .32 minute, 2-1, Soul on top. Luke Lawrence in the 11th minute, assisted by Quinn Falling, and then Quinn Falling himself in the 24th. Oki comes back to win the second ball. Valenzuela, here's Nacho. He's been quiet, Nacho. Whenever he touches it, dangerous things happen. On the outside, Salazar puts it back across. Gasson for save, and it's touched in. equalized in the 33rd minute. And I didn't see who was on the end of it, Sebastian, for FC Tucson.
So we take a look at the replay here in a second, but second time Gasson really ball security an issue after the first stop. There we go.
Well, let's watch it again. And it actually ends up being Angel Heredia who puts it in on the goal line.
It just trickled away enough from Gasson.
Davia and Urbany were both there on the line, and they couldn't clear it away. You're right, Gasson couldn't get rid of it. So the 33rd minute, it's FC Tucson equalizes. It's Angel Heredia.
Dangerous play here.
Very dangerous. And fortuitous bounce for the Soul. Urbany takes a touch forward. Here comes Madrid. Does he want to go high? He was looking up for Luke Lawrence. Instead, tries to combine in the midfield with Mesa and does. Urbany. Velasquez back to Urbany. Does he keep it in play? Yes, and Urbany's going to go to the touchline. He could send one through here. Tries to go back to the top of the 18. It's deflected right back to him. And he'll keep possession, at least for now.
It's a great idea. It's both Noe and Luke were both coming crashing forward.
Pacheco had that deflected. That's a good cut by Salazar, and he'll stay on it. Salazar strong on the ball to Nacho, and possession on the near side. Heredia, the goal scorer, swings it all the way around. Now this is dangerous. Mikowski on a bad touch, and it's deflected for a corner.
They definitely caught Mikowski there. Could have been a lot worse than it ended up with. It's been the spot they seem to have been attacking is Mikowski. They're not getting anything, of course, against Touche over there, but Mikowski's who they've been picking on.
So Heredia will come swing this one in. It's been an entertaining first half at that. Did you expect anything less with these two? This is whipped in and headed away by Touche.
You compare the goals, the two for the Soul, of more of the clinical nature. The two on the other side, just on balls that Gasson wasn't able to gather in front of him.
It's a good job by Mikowski. Here's Mesa. Good turn by Mesa, and then he was cut off in the end. That's deflected, and Lawrence could counter. He could beat the goal if he wanted. Instead, going to go through high, looking for Mesa, who is taken down, and there's no call. And then they're going to stop quick play here as Luke Lawrence was open. And there's an FC
You see Urbani
Tucson
wanted a quick
player
restart.
down. Curious if there was foul play there at the edge of the box or not just a moment ago.
The only thing that prevented that from being called is their equidistance from the ball. Maybe they both arrived at the same time. If Mesa has a half step there, maybe he gets the benefit.
I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here, ProView Sports Network. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs in the Frontier Restaurant. Proud supporters. 4 great locations, including the Frontier across the street from UNM Central Avenue campus, and also Garden Swartz Team Sales. Get your team gear at Garden Swartz. Laid back for Urbany in the right foot. It was a rocket. Gennari was brilliant on the play as he tips it over, and he saves one. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, Herbs let that one rip. Not much more you can do. Send that over.
How about the high check from Luke Lawrence? Holds his defender, places it back. Falling's going to whip this one at back post. Looking for Luke Lawrence. Nacho heads it clear. It's another corner here in the 38th minute. Heating up 2-2. FC Tucson and Albuquerque Soul squared up.
Fans, when you need a corner to relax in, visit Wyndham Albuquerque Hotel and Conference Center near Carlisle and I-40. Wyndham Albuquerque is the hotel partner of the Soul.
Falling his back post. This is high and driven. And Falling will chase it down. He'll keep it. Mikowski, he'll send one into the right foot all the way, and it's tipped by Velasquez, and there's one.
Beautiful work on the volley from Velasquez there.
How about the service from Mikowski? And it's 3-2. 38 minutes of action.
At this pace, the Sandinistas, they could run out of flares over there, Adam.
No, not Denise's, no. They've got plenty more. Well, especially of late, there's been high-scoring games. Look at the service here by Mikowski.
It was just fantastic. And then the volley, that is just so pure.
Gorgeous finish for Jason Velasquez. And then Mikowski able to slide this one away from Salazar. It'll be a throw in for FC Tucson to the far side. High scoring first half. You wanted to see some action, you got it.
It's just the contrast between goals, Adam. You have a picture-perfect volley, a picture-perfect header, and then just a screamer from the top of the box.
This is headed back in the box, and Urbany able to clear it and deflect it off Valenzuela for a goal kick.
And then on the side, you have those two that just trickled in front of Gasson.
Fans, don't forget to check out the Soul's new and improved merchandise stand located near the front entrance. We're excited to announce our partnership with Inferior. Please keep in mind that we still have jerseys in all sizes.
Soul, of course, they're not going to feel comfortable with a lead the way their matches have gone this year.
Stop by and buy some tonight.
Here's Madrid. Up to Velasquez, the goal scorer. Can he cut it back? Yes, he can successfully. Now he'll put one in. Right on the PK spot. It was deflected. It was Pat Pacheco who had made his way over there. Excuse me, it was actually Mesa, and this is hammered forward by Davila. Mesa. Missed touch. Here's a battle in the midfield. And Valenzuela is going to be taken down by Touche, and he didn't take too kind to it, did he?
That's just good hard defending by a local boy. You know, Adam, I know sometimes, you know, you have trouble with spelling and stuff. Touche brothers, pretty much geniuses. Both Ivy League guys.
That was completely uncalled for.
Academy Chargers.
They're fantastic, both of them. State champions, multiple state champions. So here's our first substitution. And Mikowski going to take a quick break. He had an assist, maybe a little redemption.
Exiting the game, number 5, Thomas.
And it looks like it's Joe Ortiz.
Now entering the game for the Soul, number 26, Joe Ortiz.
This is back post. Valenzuela was there. It was dangerous again. Looked like Gasson didn't know to come out or stay in. Maybe a bit unsure, so fortunate for the Albuquerque Soul. 42nd minute, and it's 3-2. Soul on top. This is high. Mesa trying to get in behind. It was well headed. Lander. And then it was, again, Madrid who steps in front. Madrid's got a ton of speed. Madrid's going to take one right forward, sliding in. Mesa just missed it. Right by him.
Another beautiful idea there from Noe Mesa.
How big time has Madrid been in the midfield? Madrid again, another turnover in the midfield, and he's able to create an opportunity out of it.
That's what he does. He just takes the ball away at midfield.
Here's Joe Ortiz's first touch. Back to Touche, who will send it high. Lawrence will give chase. It's out of bounds for a throw-in.
I think you can safely say, Adam, that 3 goals probably not going to win this. The way these two teams always play.
Yeah, I think you're looking for 6, right?
They seem to always come down to the wire. I know they've had some heartbreak at Tucson. Tucson
Tough
at
place to
home.
win, yeah. Tough place to win.
They take more PKs than England does at home.
Good fight by Touche, and then it's one in the midfield in the end. As Heredia with a fancy flick back, he'll keep possession. Here comes FC Tucson high as Irvine will get rid of it. Can Mesa bring it down? He'll head it forward. Again, it's Heredia. He'll flick it forward. Davila's on the end of it this time, and here's Falling now. Lost track of it, but no Mesa. And it's out for a throw-in for the Soul. They've outpossessed FC Tucson. We don't have the exact figures, but they most definitely have.
Well, and that's been courtesy of Madrid and Urbani and Mesa at the midfield. They've just done a really masterful job, one, taking it away and then building up play.
Angel Heredia, he scored a goal. And again, it's deflected. Velasquez, and now Madrid's on top of it. Madrid back to Velasquez. He cuts it back. Velasquez left footer, no. Velasquez again, and it's saved. Ganari was big time. He's had to be a couple of times tonight.
Velasquez, a couple of nice looks. It started with his beautiful tackle to get that ball.
It's given away in the midfield. Here's Madrid all the way back to Gasson. Briley Garnari, the goalkeeper for FC Tucson, has had some big time saves.
Full stretch on that one, and had to be.
Oki tries to thread the needle, almost did, and here comes Falling. Falling will tip it forward, trying to get it to himself.
It's beautiful.
He'll be called here
by Ortiz, who just came on at him.
Here's Touche. Madrid, tough touch in front of him. You don't say that often. And now Heredia will try to keep it. All the way out to Carranza on the near side. The lefty cuts it in. No danger there.
Fans, this goal kick is brought to you by Bios, New Mexico's family-owned appliance, electronics, and mattress store.
Provy Networks would like to thank the Wyndham. Proud supporters. Wyndham were champion stay. Give them a call, 505-855-6117. Gasson will send it high. Nacho wins the first. Ortiz brings it down. Can he keep possession now? Falling's on the outside. All the way back out to Touche. Gonna go high for Lawrence. Can he get in behind? Yes. It's a tough play for Lawrence, and he does keep it. Here comes Falling. Falling wants one on the right foot. Can't, as he had it deflected. He's trying to get another.
Maybe some better options in the box. It's a ball that you couldn't really chase down at UNM, but Luke Lawrence knows that that's going to check up before he gets to the corner here at St. Pius.
We're in stoppage time here, unofficially. In the first half, it's been an entertaining one. Here's Isaiah Madrid. And tried to slice one, and he just mishit it.
Just looking for Urbani, a little late on the overlap.
And then, of course, Madrid's going to win it back. And then Luke Lawrence back to Madrid, who takes it at pace. Tries to get a little touch out to Mesa, who was running in, and it was deflected. Nacho wants a counter quickly the other way, and look out. What Touche is there, and Urbani will hold on to it. Velasquez. Urbani. You know what? Lawrence is going to get on the end of this. Lawrence is going to go hard towards goal, and it was well defended by Carranza, as Carranza was held on to at the winding moments here of the first half. If you're not entertained, you're watching the wrong sport. 3-2, the Soul on top. Oki wins the head all the way to Gasson, and he'll hold on to it, and that could be it here for the half. I'm surprised how much time we have added on in the first half.
You see, the defending has really forced Tucson to just get some wishful balls over the top. Not really much in terms of possession or building out of the midfield.
Mesa juggles it around, but can't keep possession. There's a foul and a quick start. Here's Salazar. Garcon comes out of the edge of his box and he holds on, and then look at this. A late tackle, and Garcon is down and he's holding his leg. There's a card going to come out here for Dalton Pando, excuse me. No card.
I think at that point, when you make the run, you come so demonstratively, you have to show it, don't you? Let's take a look at the replay, though. It's really hard to see there.
I think Gasol might have made it look worse than it was. Lawrence wins the head. Look out. Velasquez could he get in behind? Not in time. So Canary, who's been really big time, or this could be a heavier score, comes out of his box. Second ball, Lawrence wins. Got a lot of extra time. That's it for half one. It's the Soul on top, 3-2. We've got highlights coming for you in just a moment. You're watching Pro Sports Network.
He flies one in the air deep to left field. Back on the ball goes the left fielder. This ball is gone. Grady White ran out of room, and Marlowe has a 2. In the air, that's pretty well to right field, but it is going back, and it is over the head of Winter, and it's a home run. 3-run homer for Zach Gregory.
Scott, that looked like a high pop-up, and it just really carried out there.
Ball, 2 strikes. That's in the air to left field. That one is going to be caught in left field. What a catch by Sean Newson. He dove after it and somehow got it in the leather. That is crazy.
This is taken over very nicely in that roll. Holbrook gonna float it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cedric Johnson. The jump ball.
There's another drive to right field. He might have his 3rd, and it is gone.
Oh my gosh, 3rd home run. What a day this kid's having. This is Mickey Mantle type stuff. Ted Williams, Roger Maris, Willie McCovey. 3 home runs in 1 game.
7 RBIs, and he tattooed that one. He points up in the sky, and man, he just got around. Well, I guess he was greedy. He got around on it.
Jared Elmore in motion. Holbrook back to pass, plenty of time to the end zone. Elmore with a catch up and over for the touchdown.
And Baghdad pops it up to the left side. That's trouble. And did we make the catch? We're blinded? Yes, we did.
He did.
That was Diego Cortez, the shortstop.
And the shot, and it's in! It is in! Isaiah Madrid from way downtown, and it's 4-3. 3 straight goals for the Albuquerque Soul. Rivas runs up. Lawrence! And Luke Lawrence is going to shift out right. Speaking of, there's Noe Mesa on the right. Gets it in. Lawrence! Rivas ahead to Mesa. Flicks it forward, looking for Lawrence, and it bounces favorably. Luke Lawrence. Shot! And it's even! 3-3. Luke Lawrence with the hat trick.
And in Dominic Bramante's 4th season, the Duke City Gladiators are the champions of the CIF.
There's a big
by on video.
This one is lifted deep to left field. That's gone. It's a solo shot. Kevin Gutierrez makes it 6-0 at ABA.
And a left. Perez has Roybal back to the corner. He's trading shots. Look out. A left. The body. An uppercut. This could be it. And down goes Roybal. there for a grand slam. And a home run yesterday at Gutierrez. Man, Satterfield kept going back. He looked up, all of a sudden it disappeared. It's a grand slam.
Torres, the ball misses. Torres on the left. And down goes. Body shot. Batter. Oh, look out. The ball's in trouble. Torres is going for it all. Oh, boy. And this is going to Torres. Can he finish him? 10 seconds. The ball holding on for dear life. Torres trying to finish it. And that's it. That's it. Velez calls it. And that is it. Ben Rios Memorial Field here at St. Pius High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Adam Deal along with Sebastian Noel. You're watching ProView Sports Network. Glad you could join us. Also streaming live on our YouTube channel. And it's 3-2. The Soul on top of FC Tucson. And, well, it's been 3 really good goals by the Soul and a couple of sloppy goals by FC. But they count anyway. 6-minute, let's go to it, Sebastian. Gasson gives up the deflection you can't give up and then saves one, but the second one put in the back of the net, and that was Adiala Oki. And then a few minutes later, 11th minute, look at this, from Falling to Luke Lawrence, put it away, buddy. It's 2-0, or excuse me, it's 1-1. Soul even it up, and then Quinn Falling, he assisted one, and so you might as well, we'll watch it again from another angle, that Luke Lawrence on the put away. The last time Quinn Falling, he got the assist, got a goal. This time gets an assist, and look at this rifle on the right foot. Curls it home, far post, and it's 2-1.
I don't think the keeper knows yet how that happened. He didn't see that ball. That was just a rifle shot.
And then a little bit later to get even, Garcon comes out, deflects it. There's a scramble for it, and Angel Heredia puts it away in the 33rd minute, and it's another one of those goals you say, how did that happen? But then the answer was moments later. Mikowski goes back post. Look at this little flick. Velasquez, Jason Velasquez is first of the season, and it is brilliant in the 38th minute to put the Soul back in front, 3-2. That's your first half.
As a Soul fan, you have to really be scratching your head how those 3 goals, possibly the most beautiful of the season, would count the exact same as that slop on the other end. But that's where we're at. But if it continues the way the last 20 minutes have been played, you would expect a couple more to come for Albuquerque. I would imagine they get another one quickly, and then they send someone else back with Tush to help out. He's been a wall back there. Send him some help back there, and then commit to defending. Nothing's going to get past him. They got to get that one insurance goal first, though.
Second half when you return here on ProView Sports Network.
Every ProView Network sporting event is on sale at our DVD store. Go to www.proviewnetworks.com to buy your DVD today.
Wondering if you can afford the ring of her dreams? At Crown Jewels & Coin, we actually double the diamond for what you would pay at a chain store. Trade in your old jewelry towards GIA certified diamonds. Choose from a large selection of settings featuring Veragio. We can customize a design and offer no credit check 2-year interest-free financing. Get more than you ever thought possible here at Albuquerque's family jeweler for over 50 years. Crown Jewels & Coin, for all you treasure. 3248 San Mateo at Kruger's Corner.
The Barley Room, proud sponsor of ProView Networks for over 9 years, is pleased to introduce Black Iron Catering. From weddings and family reunions to birthdays and office parties, Black Iron Catering is perfect for any event. Contact Jamie at 505-459-8259 and book your event today. Black Iron Catering. Let us bring our kitchen to you.
Terry Cosper Insurance Agency is a proud partner with ProView Networks and a proud supporter of New Mexico high school athletics. Terry's been a local farmer's agent for over 20 years for auto, home, life, and business insurance. Just like high school sports are important, so are teen drivers. For more information, call Terry or one of his licensed staff members at 898-5556. Quotes are available for you.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics.
The service department at Gala Chevrolet is clean, modern, and ready for you. Our master technicians service every make and model, including certified service on any GM vehicle. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet. At Gala Chevrolet, our master technicians service every make and model no matter where you purchase your vehicle. But that's not all. We also provide certified service on every GM model. So if your car's been acting a little funny lately or something just doesn't seem right, don't wait. Bring it in to the most modern service facility in the entire state and let us make sure that you're driving a vehicle you and your family can depend on. Service done right the first time, every time, right here at the all-new Gala Chevrolet.
Well, Ben Rios Memorial is active here on this Saturday night. Glad you could join us on ProView Sports Network. Adam Deal, Sebastian Noel with you. It's 3-2 Albuquerque Soul on top. 5 first-half goals. You expect more of it, Sebastian, here as we start the second half, don't you?
Yeah, nothing has really shown us that the scoring would stop for the Soul, the way they've possessed this ball at the midfield, the way that Mesa, Madrid, Falling, Lawrence have all been connected. They have to make sure they don't give up anything cheap on the back end again. But really, that's the only thing that's got to scare you is they give up something maybe on a counter, set piece, something that dribbles out in front of Gasson. I wonder if there's any defensive changes. Like I said, maybe you give Tuce some help back there. He's obviously been the most committed to defending. Get someone back there that's just as committed.
The only change that's different is still Joe Ortiz is on the outside back instead of Thomas Mikowski, who struggled a little bit defensively but did have a wonderful assist to Velasquez to put the Soul on top. 1 away here in half number 2 as FC Tucson going to go high looking for Oki, and he bodies everyone off of it, and Oki going to be called using his arms to get that separation.
Ortiz just played that real nicely on that inside position. He kind of forced him to shove him out of the way.
Sent high by Gasson. It's one in the midfield by Pacheco. Velasquez looking for Luke Lawrence, and that's dispossessed and it's sent away. Header on the second ball. Here's Madrid. Madrid's been fun to watch in the first half, hasn't he, as he usually is, Sebastian?
Yeah, he just plays with so much pace and so much intensity.
High ball for Lawrence, who takes it off his chest, and it bounces on the outside for Carranza. Touche wins the first. Deflection in the midfield, a little bit sloppy to start half number 2 here. Looking for Velasquez up top, or Valenzuela, excuse me. Falling's got it. Big switch, but it was mishit. It's easily controlled by Scarpula. Here's Oki. He's the real danger. He's the real threat up high, isn't he?
He is, Adam, you're right, but they're not doing him any favors, really. They're not servicing it into him. He's having to work really hard on those balls that are just being sent over the top of him. As we saw a few years ago, it's hard to play that way offensively.
Well, Tucson and New Mexico have both announced next year ventures into USL, which is interesting. So the rivalry, we would imagine, going to continue just at another level.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Quick toss, Gasson to Alex Touche. Here's Joe Ortiz into the midfield. Good touch by Madrid. He'll get it back on a give-go by Mesa. Madrid sends it to the outside. It's falling. Gets on the end of it, sends it through. No one's home.
Mesa was trying to race to that post, Adam.
This is chipped in. That was almost back post, and it was cleared off the line. Velasquez almost had himself a cheeky one.
I think Mesa realized that the initial ball was going to check up and Falding was going to have all day to service it in. And he tried his hardest to get to the post.
Madrid, excuse me, connected with Ortiz, and Ortiz sends one. Davila heads it clear. Not out of danger yet. Sliding to make the play. And then clearing it, there's Urbani. And then a late tackle. Urbani frustrated with it. Going to be a free kick. Let's watch this again, Sebastian. Look at this. Look at this angle. Just on the right foot. And look at that clearance.
You need goal line technology for that. Has that made its way to the PDL
I
yet?
mean, what kind of angle did Velasquez have there to even try something like that? He almost had himself one. So Jose Herman going to check in. Sebastian, we mentioned he was so threatening for FC Tucson the last time these two teams met.
Tehran with the yellow. Just a little too aggressive on Urbani.
I apologize, Herman has not checked in. It's Nacho. High ball for Pando. Maybe gets away with a late shove as Touche was trying to go through. He's looking for Luke Lawrence. It was thwarted. Now quickly, here comes Heredia. Ball's going to be left. Valenzuela cuts. Valenzuela still on it. Had it, poked it away. Velasquez, and now Luke Lawrence again has a chance to go one-on-one if he could post up, but he can't. And that's well defended, wasn't it?
And that's where the home field here at Ben Rios kind of hurt Luke Lawrence a little bit. That maybe skids up.
Well, Ladner's been brilliant defensively. Here's a ball to Lawrence, and he's going to get inside. Lawrence says he want to go one-on-one. Lawrence going to make the cut on the right foot. And it was deflected. It was never difficult. As Garani all over it.
Last defensive effort there from Tush, trying to get the counter started, but then so quickly to regain his shape and get back organized.
Oki's going to be called offsides.
Hashtag Rock and Brews ABQ for your chance to win great prizes from Rock and Brews.
'52nd minute, still 3-2. Soul on top. All 5 goals in the first half. A lot of opportunity here for the Soul. High throw. Controlled again. Lander, who's had a really good game. Oki takes it off his chest. This is dangerous. Coming out. Gasson makes the play. Sebastian, he had to, or Oki might have a strike on goal there.
Son holding his leg there. Yeah, he had to come out quickly there.
Great save, Casey Gasson.
Casey Gasson makes the play.
Fans, that save is brought to you by United Healthcare. When you're looking to save time and money on health insurance, look to United Healthcare.
All the way to the outside, Valenzuela falling is chasing. Valenzuela at speed now, cuts it back, gonna send it in. There's the head, low, and Gasson again on top of it. And that was dangerous.
Sorry, Adam, just not enough pace on the cross there where the header had to provide all the power.
Nacho almost had himself one though. Falling turns, he's got plenty of time as he tries to combine to the midfield with Mesa, and he does. Here's Isaiah Madrid. Been quiet here in this half as he tries to curl one over to Luke Lawrence and sends it out of bounds. Here's it is again, Sebastian.
Yeah, the lack of pace really helped Gasson there.
Well, the lights are on here as the dark thickens at Albuquerque, New Mexico. Falling, a good touch, but too far in front of Mesa. There's a ton of room for Carranza. It's deflected out. And it's going to be a corner kick. No, it's saved. It'll be a throw-in on the outside. Pando tried to dribble and it was deflected on a slide tackle. Is there a counter here now? Look at the speed on the outside. Luke Lawrence was offsides.
Just not going to be able to get past Pacheco on that move, and he just got his toe in there, started it the other way. Pacheco hasn't had a lot to do today, but when the ball's been, he's been solid when he's been over the ball.
As he usually is. In the 55th minute, 3-2 Soul on top. Trying to get 3 points here. How big would that be and push him in second place in this Western Conference standings? Flicked on to Valenzuela on the outside. Valenzuela's going to send it in, right-footed. Had some pace on it, was knocked away. All the way out to Mesa. Mesa backs it out and it's cleared. All the way high as Lander wins the first header, and it's cleared away for a throw-in for the Soul.
The Soul really have to capitalize this absolute lack of possession for Tucson. It's rare that we see them not possess the ball like they've done tonight.
Here's the left foot. That's deflected. The head was miscleared, really, and it's going to be a not a throw, excuse me, it's going to be a corner kick. So the Soul pressing here on top, 3-2.
The first couple of corner kicks have looked promising on the other end.
So it's going to be Falling that's going to send it in, and it's this floated back post, head back in the middle of things. And Granari able to make a quick grab. Granari will send one high. Touche trying to find Luke Lawrence, and it's knocked away. Madrid backs it out to Joe Ortiz. Ortiz can't keep it. Possession on both sides here in the second half. Far in between. Hasn't been much, huh? Here's Nacho. He's got some room. Does he want to cut back? He tries. Deflected, but right back to Nacho. And finally, Touche says, all right, that's enough of that.
Again, they tried to catch him sleeping on the quick restart there, Adam. That's been a game plan.
That's headed away by Urbani.
He's had a couple of defensive headers over there already in the second half.
There's some room on the outside as a tackle here. Mesa, he can't win the second one, and there's going to be a late call. Noah Mesa draws the foul, and this is a good spot to whip one in. And you see the Soul usually like to put it down and quick start, but I think in a position they want to try to put one in the box. And they'll start one fast here. Pacheco, now he'll send one in, and it was a wasted effort.
Had Lawrence at the spot, but if that was ever going to get to him.
You surprised the pace of the play has slowed down a little bit on both sides.
Yeah, I really am. I thought that the Soul would just come out and keep possessing it like they did the last 20 minutes of the first half.
Substitution. The outside back.
It's pretty clear, Adam, what Tucson's trying to do. Get something on either on a counter or maybe on a set piece, but nothing that's really resembled possession for FC Tucson.
Kyle Van Alstine is in for the first time. Ortiz kept it in play. Oh, they say no. So there is Van Alstine, the right back now for FC Tucson. Will toss it in. Touche wins the header. Ortiz keeps it in play. Here's Madrid, stays on it strong. Back out to Ortiz. And he'll go high looking for Luke Lawrence, and Lawrence was trying to get it over everyone's head, but strong was McGee. Second ball was won by Madrid. Here's Falling. All the way back out to Madrid on a 50-50 ball, and that's won by Angel Heredia, who checks back all the way. Touche wins. Falling, pokes it forward. Was mishandled for a moment by Lander and deflected right back to him. Lander, I don't know how he kept that in play. Good little touch by Nacho, but it's out in front of everyone. Here's Falling. He'll switch it. Got it through. Velasquez going to combine up top. There's some room. Mesa on the left foot.
Not enough dip in the end for Mesa there.
Let's have another look. All the room in the world for Mesa, and he hung it wide and high. Good piece of possession, though, there to build an attack. Oki's going to win the first head. Might win it to himself. It's cleared away. Those are Bonnie on the outside. Velasquez comes out with this. He's going to switch it. Falling's got some room. Oh, and you love this. Does he go one-on-one? Falling, a little cut. Backs it out now. Here's Madrid. Madrid checks it in. Look at this. It's dangerous. And a bit too far.
Velasquez almost got to the end of that.
Velasquez all the way from right mid was diving in. Madrid on a late tackle. Does a card come out here? Yes, it is. So a caution to Isaiah Madrid in the 62nd minute for the late tackle. I don't think it was anything malicious. I just think he was late.
Yeah, I'd like to take another look at that. Definitely seemed like he was tracking the ball there. I don't know if he got to it in time. Here we go.
There's a good look at it here. Just late. I think it's fair, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think he would just, usually his pace will make up and get him to that ball in time.
Substitution for Tucson. Exiting the game, number 10,
Dalton Pando going to make his way back in. Excuse me, going to make his way out, and Alejandro Gonzalez going to check in. This is sent back across. It's deflected and finally cleared off. Almost another scrappy goal. Sent to the box, and Falling says, I've had enough of this. The Soul could counter if they're fast. Here's Luke Lawrence to the outside. A little bit of room, but it was cut down, and there's the foul.
Falling did a really nice job there. That was good work at him because it looked like Gasson was really stuck in between. We get another look at it here. First off, there's some trouble here.
Here's a ball to Oki. Flicks it over. He's appealing for the penalty. He's going to get it. Gasson was way off his line. Oki, in a tough angle, flicked it over Gasson, and he's going to get the penalty.
Let's take a look here.
Well, here's Oki. I mean, the problem with this, Sebastian, is Gasson is way off his line in a no business angle. I mean, you got to let your defense, if he's going to take a shot from there, he can't score on you if you're in your line, or he shouldn't.
That's a tough one to give there, though. Didn't look like it was an obvious goal scoring opportunity. And the history of this rivalry, though, I mentioned it earlier. Tucson takes a ton of penalties in this rivalry. They always have, especially at their place.
Well, Gasson has a chance to redeem himself here. Now let's see who's going to take it for FC Tucson. And it looks like Angel Heredia looking for his second. Casey Gasson doing what keepers do in PKs. Just trying to mentally change what's about to happen.
I've never seen Manuel Neuer do that. He just gets ready to stop it.
Well, not everyone's Manuel Neuer.
Casey was kind of stuck in between on that previous build-up as well, where we were looking at that replay that Falling did a really nice job.
Well, here comes Heredia. And that's in. Knocks it home. Punts it forward. And we're squared at 3, the equalizer. And it comes unofficially in the 66th minute. And that's a no-doubter. Hammered it home.
Goal assist to number 7, Angel Heredia.
Mentioned that their goal most likely come on the counter, set piece of some kind, obviously from the spot there.
Well, Angel Heredia now has his second goal in the game. Is this sent high and flicked on by Lawrence? Maybe the Soul pick up their pace a little bit here now that they've lost the lead for the second time in the game.
You'd hope so, Adam. They've looked the better side for the entire evening. And we want to keep showing that here.
Oh, and I'll tell you, Isaiah Madrid's got to be careful. He's sitting on a yellow. FC Tucson's going to appeal as Nacho went down. And now both teams getting involved as they circle the official. Let's see if we can watch this one. Madrid. Well, he got the ball, and Nacho came tumbling over afterwards. I think that's pretty clear.
And then just a sea of white jerseys that wanted the second yellow, obviously.
I mean, I guess you can't blame them for appealing for it. That's
Madrid's been the guy on the pitch that's been burning him all night.
not only that, you would get one less man on the pitch. Well, they're going to talk about it now and see if a yellow is just. And there's a good shot right there as Madrid looking on. Tell me a yellow's not coming out. Maybe the last warning here.
I don't see how you could possibly give him one there.
You know what? I think they've reversed their call here. The Soul have the free kick now, Sebastian. So how about that? This is now sent in to Luke Lawrence, and he can't control it. Maybe justice there.
I'd like to have seen maybe a long one to falling on the other side there.
It seems like anytime the ball goes through falling on the outside, good things happen. Oki wins a high header. Second ball is pushed forward to Valenzuela, and Touche gonna win. And these two are getting into it now. Oh, this is gonna be called on Alex Touche.
I think what he was saying was, no, sir, in the Ivy League, that's really good defending. Because I think that's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what Davila's saying. And Davila's getting a yellow card. And so
It looks like Touche just got right up there, got to it first. It looked like a clean bit of defending.
well, it looks like the rivalry, will continue here as these two, I think we're up for a good 20 or so minutes here. What do you think?
Exactly what Tucson wants here, though, at this pace.
That's sent in and headed off, and then a little ambitious was Nacho.
Tucson's not having to do. Here we'll take another look. See it right at the beginning there, but I think he had a point. What Tucson obviously is not having to do at all is earn any of this with any kind of possession or anything like that. They want it at this pace.
Madrid heads this one forward to Falling, and Falling gonna take a dump from Oki. And then Falling gets into it. And every play it seems like these two are going at it now. Quick flick forward to Falling. Falling, a cut inside. Falling keeps possession high. Here's Miss on the right foot, and another big time save. Gennari again, Sebastian. He's had about 3 of them. Watch this from Oki.
And all 3 in the second half.
A yellow.
Yeah, that card definitely probably should have came out there. But he's had those 3 spectacular saves all in the second half. Put some nice shots on frame.
What a save by Ganari. This is sent in, and Ganari going to hold on to it.
Not a bad thought from Pacheco over there, I think.
Ganari having himself a game, isn't he? As Touche wins the head high. Heredia can't pull it down. And what's the whistle here? A late foul, I think, is Touche after he won the head. Here's Davila that sends that second effort right back in and almost escapes backdoor. 72nd minute. Things getting interesting.
Well, this is what's going to happen when you miss that obvious yellow previously. Then you allowing a little too much dissent.
I'll tell you what, Davila is getting warned right now. He already has one yellow for arguing. He's still talking with the official right now, and he's got to be careful.
Substitution for Tucson. Exiting the game, number 6, Jose Taran. Entering the game for Tucson, number 5.
He's still going at it with the official. You got a yellow.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
Davila.
I would imagine this is going to be called pretty tightly down the stretch here. You don't want to go full Geiger here and lose control.
Velasquez couldn't win the head. Second ball on the left foot, and it's sent over. It was Isaiah Madrid. You didn't know if he was going to get there in time, but Sebastian, you mentioned it. He's quick. Touche so good in the air, isn't he? Can fall and get on the end of this. Yes, he can. And then tries to leave it off for Joe Ortiz. Deflected out by Touche. Here's the throw. You're just not going to beat Touche over his head, are you?
No, he's just a wall back there, Adam. He's so solid.
This was out. Now poked away to Madrid. Here's Falling.
And I know you and I have had the privilege of watching him a lot in high school.
Good play by Lawrence. I don't know how much advantage is there, and now they're going to call it, and that's the right way to play it by the official. And I think a yellow's got to come out here.
That's what Quinn Falling is. And I think Falling might get one for dissent if he's not careful.
And Davila is back into it.
Well, I think him and the official made friends last time, so they ended their
Well,
last
watch
talk
this
on
again.
good terms.
And Luke Lawrence held. It's not the worst foul if you're FC Tucson. You want the foul. I mean, you don't want Luke Lawrence going at goal with opportunities. So Madrid stands over a free kick that's deep.
But I'm still surprised the card didn't come out there.
Absolutely.
Handful of jersey.
Madrid's going to send this back door. Going to be headed back into the box. Still loose. And here, maybe no call. So a counter coming for FC Tucson. And a lot of room out in front. Slow down now. Heredia trying to combine to the midfield with Nacho. Gets a 1-2 on the outside. And it's sent in. 18. Mishandled. Davila's finally going to get rid of it. Here's Madrid. Luke Lawrence. Just out in front of him. Oki is so fast. Oki on the right foot off the crossbar. He was inches away from taking the lead. His angle, there was no business for that. If that falls, watch it again.
Yeah, it was news to Gasson. He didn't see it. It was screaming by that one was almost on frame.
What a strike from Oki. He already has the game's first goal in the 6th minute. Here's some room out in front. Falling's on the left side. Madrid's running high, falling his throw, and he's going towards goal on the right, and it's poked away. Last moment, Lander. How good has Lander been in the back?
Saved the day. Beautiful build up there, Madrid, and falling.
Touche gives chase.
Those two have been really connected. Madrid and falling.
Davila wins the second ball and controlled now in the midfield, high. Tucson FC appealing for the foul, and they're going to get it. And this is a spot maybe you want to take one, Sebastian. Angel Heredia with his left foot.
Seeing why Albuquerque's a little frustrated here. They feel like they haven't gotten a few of those calls on the aerial battles. I know Luke Lawrence has been pretty frustrated when they've climbed up his back a few times. It's a pretty dangerous spot.
It's a very dangerous spot.
Yeah, Sons looked a little out of sorts the second half.
'78th minute. Heredia just going to chip one in back post. Oki sends this one through the field goal post for an extra point. Both teams getting opportunities now. Falling, not paying attention. Joe Ortiz going to run with it instead. Ortiz tries to thread the needle to Luke Lawrence. Here's Falling. Now Madrid keeps it on the outside. Urbany tries to combine with Velasquez, who's been very quiet here in the second half. And Velasquez was dumped late.
Almost fell to Mesa. Would have been some good luck there.
And then a battle. And is this a free kick for FC Tucson now? And this is how it's been for the last, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's gotten choppy and sloppy, which is what Tucson has wanted. Just a beautiful possession game. That
Oki's taken down, and watch out. Does the yellow come out here? And it does. And Sebastian, Edgar Davila, we had seen a yellow card earlier. It must have been taken back because that should be 2 yellows and gone. And that's what FC Tucson's arguing. And it is. I think they're gonna talk to the middle official, but I have a feeling that Edgar Davila's out of here on his second yellow.
Yeah, I thought that first one went to him as well. So they're checking here.
And I have a feeling that a red is coming out here for Davila. And this is trouble. So on the second yellow, Edgar Davila is going to be shown the red card, and his day is done. Wow. Well, the Soul haven't had the benefit of the whistle in the second half, have they?
No, they'll have to feel they've been on the short end of a few, but really what they've allowed Tucson to do is by taking all pace out of this game and all flow out of this game, as they've allowed this to get into this kind of sloppy, choppy affair. And
here was the foul.
You can't commit that when you're on the yellow. I'll tell you that.
This is going to be sent in. That's dangerous in front of the box. It's deflected off the goal line.
You only need one guess who deflected that, Adam. It was Touche.
And Gasson, let's watch it again. Let's see, he's injured on the play.
So quick to get turned around, Touche.
Well, the Soul faithful here who have come out to St. Pius High School, they are frustrated. And we'll hope that Casey Gasson is okay. I'd like to thank some sponsors here. ProView Sports Network.
Who would those sponsors be, Adam?
We'll wait for our crew. 83rd minute, and obviously stoppage time going to be added on here. As they're taking a look at Casey. The error has been taken out of this game, and this was the play. And I think it's a foul, Sebastian. I think it's a foul, and you got to protect your goalie, right? I mean, you run into him like that, it's got to come out. I don't know as if it's anything else.
Yeah, I think 9 times out of 10 there, the keeper's going to be protected. But again,
the question is,
he has to feel like they just haven't gotten the benefit of a lot
do
of
the
those
Soul
whistles.
have a second keeper on roster tonight?
I don't see Ford Parker on the sub sheet tonight.
No.
So this one might just be another crazy finish between these two sides, and it always is, Adam.
Substitution for the Soul. Exiting the game, number 28, Casey Gasson. Let's hear it for him, fans. Now entering the game, the new goalkeeper for the Soul.
Well, it's Eric Estrada.
Eric Estrada.
So Eric Estrada, now your goalkeeper. Some stoppage time obviously going to be added.
I hate to be that guy, Adam, but this just has all the makings, just in pace and style of a match that Tucson's going to steal at the end here, either on a set piece or on a counter.
I'd like to thank Sadie's. You can visit them on 4th Street. And we'll call 505-345-5339. Also, the Barley Room. Great music, great food, great drinks. It's all at the Barley Room. And Dream Style Remodeling. 505-881-3200. Proud supporters of the top 10 plays of the week. You can check that out at ProViewNetworks.com. It's all brought to you by Dream Style Remodeling. Adam Deal, Sebastian Noel with you as we enter into the 85th minute. We're tied 3-3. And the Soul are down to 10 men. And a red card, double yellow from Edgar DeVio. And we'll see how that changes this as well.
Come on, fans, keep it going. Let's go, Soul. Let's go, Soul.
This high as Estrada comes out, makes the grab. See if the Soul could even fathom possession. They've struggled to keep the ball a little bit here in the second half.
Just haven't been able to get into any kind of rhythm, Adam.
Falling's going to chase this down. That's a tough pass. It was dangerous for a moment. Offsides was Nacho. Zerbani will just get rid of it.
Falling, starting to run a little gingerly.
You could see some more heavy legs as this one has grown older.
He's put in some miles tonight, that's for sure.
This is going to be served in. Headed on, Estrada with a save. Rolling to the back post, and he's able to grab it. Estrada comes up in his first moments.
I think Ortiz took just enough starch out of that.
Valenzuela almost had FC Tucson on top.
And you see Falling just not moving at the same speed, Adam. He's worked so hard out there tonight.
And this is going to be sent in. Valenzuela backdoor. Estrada's there. He wants to start fast, but he can't. Luke Lawrence shoved to the ground, and he'll take the foul. A free kick. This game is completely shifted by a penalty kick and a red card.
He's cramped up as soon as he hit the turf there.
And Lawrence has been 100% since the game started. It's been go, go, go. It's got to be a bit winded here. Heavy legs all around.
Yeah, between Lawrence and Falling, they've covered so much ground, and you see Quinn's on the other end still trying to stretch it out a little bit here. Now what I have noticed is that during some of these stoppages, the Tucson players have taken advantage of some of them. They've gotten some water. A lot of the Soul players haven't.
Well, Luke Lawrence is going to require a sub. He evened the game up level in the 11th minute. It's his 6th goal in 3 games, by the way, Luke Lawrence.
I imagine you have to bring on a defender here, Adam.
Number 9, Luke Lawrence.
Miguel Lucero going to help out their defending.
Oh, Miguel Lucero steps up high. For Luke Lawrence, we'll see if his night is done here in the 89th minute. You would imagine there's going to be some stoppage time. Soul trying to avoid another draw. Sebastian, what happens if you split and there's 2 draws? Here's Oki back on the PK spot. I mean, where does the Rattler go to? Does it go to goal differential? You know how that works?
I still haven't seen the Golden Rattler ever. I've only seen a picture. Might not be a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
Thing? It's a thing?
Here's a left footer, and it's sent wide. It was Heredia.
Under lock and key until the end of the match, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
Might be real gold. That's what it is.
I expected you to have more research about it, to be honest. 90th minute. Falling wins the first head, and here's Miguel Lucero with some speed and pace on the outside, and that's taken away. All the way out in front to Estrada. Again, the Soul, they're playing with 10 men. A red card to Edgar Davila in the 82nd minute. PK for Angel Heredia. His 2nd goal of the game. Tied it here in the 2nd half. Here's a free ball.
Adam, if you only come away with 1 here, you're going to be really disappointed in
Looking for Lucero, and it's cleared off just in time. I would agree.
In the first 2 goals, the way they were given up, you have to feel like you were the better side for a majority. But you have to credit the other team, Adam. They absolutely took any kind of pace, style, and flow out of the game in the second half, and that obviously has favored them.
It's a good touch in the midfield by Mesa. And it's switched all the way to the near side, and there's some room. Here comes Falling. He's been brilliant at times. Falling cuts it in. Falling another cut. Wants to send it across. He does, back post, and it's deflected. Last moment. And it was Lander, who's had himself a game, the center back. And then a foul going to be called.
One good charge left in him there. He was crashing hard to try to get on the end of that.
We are in stoppage time. We would imagine 5 or so minutes have to be added here. You had Casey Gasson, who was down. He had to be taken out of the game. And then you had a red card with Davia that took a while to figure out.
There was that other stoppage where the entire team wanted a card, and there was some dissent on both sides where they were kind of talking for a while. So yeah, I mean, every bit of 5 minutes.
Here's a head forward looking for Lucero. Urbani gets rid of it. Here's Madrid. Madrid to Falling on the outside. It's going to dive for him. We talked about that thick grass. Falling again, going to go one-on-one. Cuts it back. Wants it on the left foot. Puts it through, and it's deflected out.
Try to thread it to Lucero. Lucero's got the freshest legs on the pitch, Adam.
Miguel Lucero moving, isn't he? Here's Falling again. And he serve one in. He'll win a throw-in. And Falling taken down. And the straight red is going to come out.
Question will be how much time will the Soul have to play on equal terms.
So Kyle Valenstein has been shown the red, and he is out of here in the 94th minute in stoppage time, and Falling is down, and he requires attention. And that's a tackle you just can't have. Watch it again. Completely missed the ball and completely went straight through Falling. I don't know why he even tries to appeal it. The official was right on it.
And now here's something breaking out here. Van Alstyne was coming off. Lander getting into it, I think, with Ortiz here.
You're going to look at the score, and if this holds, I think the Soul are going to say, man, we missed on an opportunity. It's not going to be a just result.
And that's been the problem this year, is they've left matches saying that too many times this year, Adam.
I would
They've
agree.
had to say that twice, I would say, against Colorado. A few times against the Switchbacks as well.
Let's watch it again.
Here. Van Alstyne just right through Falling.
I mean, he was nowhere near the ball. Well, this is a good opportunity here for the Soul. You probably want to send Tucson serve one in, and how good as he's been in the air.
But imagine you have a good 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe now to play on level terms.
Friends, when you're injured and need physical therapy, make sure to visit Julie Holt at Langford Sports and Physical Therapy.
Well, Falling is still down and being attended to, as this one has gone into the 56th minute.
I don't know what Miguel Salazar could possibly be arguing about here. Falling, still getting attention. Mesa's gonna, you know, Noé sent some beautiful crosses in here. Like you said, if they can send Touche to the end of this one, Noé sent some nice balls in. We're gonna bring in the sub here as well.
Well, here we go. This sent in back post and never a chance for anyone.
Substitution for the Soul. Exiting the game, number 2,
So Mesa
Quinn Falling.
sends it over everyone.
Now entering the game for the Soul, number 24.
Mesa so good with the ball.
Lucero.
Lucero had it deflected. Also checking in now is Marcus Lucero. So you've got Miguel Lucero, number 27, the outside back, and Marcus Lucero, the outside mid.
When we get the other Touche in there, we'd have both sets of twins on the pitch at the same time.
Acrobatic there by Joe Ortiz to keep it into play. And we don't know how much stoppage time we have. There's so many stoppages. As this is sent forward and out of play, that'll be a throw in. Both teams down to 10 men here. And this one might have to be called just to call it before someone gets hurt or already has.
Yeah, and just that's the kind of play there by Van Alstyne that you just hate to see. You would think there's still plenty of time left, Adam. There were so many stoppages in this second half.
Even in stoppage time. Hard touch, and there's some room here, and it was given right back. Lucero, he could have taken that at goal right at the defender. Instead, not on the same page, and the outside.
I think he maybe didn't realize how much room he had out in front. He was trying to possibly cut it back to Noé Mesa, but a lot of space out in front.
Let's go, Soul! Let's go, Soul! Let's go, Soul!
This is high. Joe Ortiz going to get it underneath it. Ortiz also went to Cibola High School, local here. Valenzuela to the outside. Maybe the last moments here. This is going to be sent in. Estrada, he gives up the deflection. Jumps on top of it. That's happened a few times, hasn't it?
I don't know, Adam. Our time shows the 100th minute, but in reality, they've probably played less than half of this stoppage time, so
no doubt.
Could be out here a little while longer.
This gets by, and Lucero not as aggressive as he should have been with it. Valenzuela, Oki. Got a combined up top. This is dangerous with moments left. Finally cleared away and out of play for a throw-in. And it was deflected. It'll be a throw-in for the Soul.
Throw-in Soul!
See if Madrid has anything left in those legs to try to push forward. Anything that's happened has happened when Isaiah started it, but he gave that one away.
Maybe a chance at a counter with not a lot of time. Ball on the near side for Lucero. He's got a lot of room to work with here. Ortiz wants through. Here's Mesa. Sliding in. Mesa's able to get by him. Mesa's going to go to goal. Mesa sends it wide. And maybe the chance to put it away, and that's it. The whistle blows in full time here at Ben Rios.
Mesa just needed a little curl on that last one, Adam.
Beautiful look at the end.
We'll take another look here as Mesa maybe had the chance of the game to put it away as time was expiring.
Tucson players still talking to the officials there.
Your Albuquerque Soul scored more than FC Tucson throughout their 4-game series.
Well, 3-3 full time.
It's a shame that the second half just didn't live up to the first half.
Well, because, Sebastian, they just announced it. Regular season matchup win goes to the Soul because of goal differential in a 5-3 game that was won here in Albuquerque the last time these two teams met. So they tied twice. They both beat each other. Tucson won 5-1. The Soul won 2-1, and the Soul won 5-3.
Well, I'm glad it didn't go to the fair play tiebreaker with all those yellows we picked up today.
Quick recap before we get out of here. As the Albuquerque Soul and FC Tucson draw 3-3. Well, the game was open. The Soul had all the momentum, all the possession. Second half, game really changed, didn't it?
It just got ugly. There's no other way to put it. When the first half was, if you're a soccer fan, you loved that first half. It was beautiful. Second half was the exact opposite of that. No pace, no flow, no possession whatsoever. And all the things they did well with Madrid and Mesa and company, they couldn't get that going in the second half.
Adiala Oki in the 6th minute got the party started. Falling sends it back post, and Luke Lawrence able to finish it. Beautiful finish to draw even. A little, hey buddy, I love you celebration. 1-1. Here's another look as Luke Lawrence finishes. And that was in the 11th minute, and you knew it was game on then. And moments later, in the 28th minute,
Velasquez was probably one of the most beautiful goals I've seen all year.
Falling puts that one away. That is absolutely gorgeous. He had an assist and a goal, and then quickly couldn't be cleared by Gasson. And putting it away for his first was Angel Heredia. And Heredia says, let's go. Game on, 2-2. And then this was sent back post. How about that from Velasquez? It made it 3-2, Soul on top. Things were going just fine. That was the first half. Second half, a couple of opportunities missed for the Soul, and then the penalty. Heredia puts his second one away. Red card after that, and the game got chippy, and that was it, 3-3.
Again, the Soul have to settle for one when they played good enough for 3.
Our crew tonight, Ron Molina, Josh Brown, Jude Apodaca on camera, Alden Iwani on replay and graphics and directing tonight. Doing a great job as always, Jason Poole. For Sebastian Noel, I'm Adam Deal. We're saying so long, a 3-3 draw, Soul and FC Tucson. Don't forget to check back with us on Purview Sports Network and streaming live on YouTube next Saturday as the Soul take on Ogden, Utah, trying to get 3 more points. Should be well deserved. 3-3, that's our final tonight. Saying goodnight, I'm Adam Deal, Purview Sports Network.